It's now 7:30 in the morning. Another group of immigrants, has set out to cross the border. This period of time is called the window. This is when the cartels and the authorities have agreed to leave an opening for the immigrants. When the immigration services conveniently leave their checkpoints and wait for the new shift to take over. See that? The immigrants have all started running because they don't want to be late for their window. It's not something that they can miss. Like they don't know that this is the time when immigrants are going to be crossing the border. Oh, whoa. It's totally crazy how they figured all this out. They all move in family packs, and most of them have weeks and weeks of difficult travel behind them. But the remaining few dozen meters will be harder and more dangerous for them than the thousands of kilometers they've already covered. Now this group is heading for Gate 36, which is legendary among illegal immigrants.
So that there is America.
Yes. Jose goes with the immigrants, but doesn't plan on crossing the border. Every morning, he goes to collect all the things that they have left behind at the crossing. When the morning window to cross is closed, Jose takes several rucksacks of rubbish back to town. You won't believe what he finds.
I found a few apples. Apples.
Look at this, guys. These rucksacks are full of things that the immigrants left behind. Immigrants who have already crossed the border into the USA, just before they crossed, they got rid of any extra weight at the last moment. Look, here's some food. And also some fruit and some toothpaste and spoons. The cartels don't touch Jose. He's useful to them because he helps clear the territory. If he didn't do this, the whole place would be covered in trash. Once he's collected everything, he sells all of it to immigrants at discount prices because they don't usually have money for new clothes or nice food. Just try and imagine how many children made the crossing. Where are they now? I have absolutely no idea. Here is a famous story. A bolero drops off two little girls at the border, and I am not going to show you the fall, and runs away. And then American authorities find the children. Actually, groups of lonely teens and young children are found on the American side every night.
They're all very hungry and tired.
These children are taken to special concentration camps, places where year after year, the record for amount of people being held there is broken and there is no space left. Journalists visiting the camp are only sometimes allowed in, and judging by the photographs and publicly available videos, children sleep on the floor under space blankets, and judging by the stories of their advocates, they are seldom allowed to go out for walks, and the conditions are not great. Much like the conditions of their lives before they even crossed the border. These people all paid for their crossing. And for their money, with what they have spent, they can be sure that they'll reach the border. The point of crossing without danger. The only thing is, I'm technically not allowed to film, so now I'm just praying that no cartel members have eyes on me. After all, the cartels don't want any publicity. But even with all the money that they gave to the cartels, there's no guarantee they'll be accepted on the other side. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, maybe they'll be deported. There are people crossing the river right now. Technically, as soon as they cross the Rio Grande, they're on American territory and they have the right to seek political asylum. But not everyone gets that. Right now, the river is shallow, and it's easy to get across. But sometimes, when the level goes up, people do drown. Amongst all the immigrants, there is a story, a legend, you could even say a myth, about the fabled Gate 36.
This is the site of the famous Gate 36.
Gate 36 is right in this spot.
This is the gate that fills the dreams of thousands of immigrants every day. And this gate of dreams is called Gate 36.
The story of Gate 36, which is supposedly always open, and which will definitely let anyone who gets to it into the USA, is a story I've heard from many immigrants.
Gate 36 is always open.
You can always get through
And
there.
I bet there's someone going through right now.
There are tons of pictures and videos online that all supposedly show how once illegal immigrants make it to the gate, the American authorities themselves let everyone in. All you need to do is get to the gate, and then you'll be allowed to cross the border. Why does everyone go specifically to Gate 36?
They wanted to go to the United States. They paid for it.
Why Gate 36? Why this gate? Why not 35 or 34?
It's special because they have big... Excuse me. Oh, hey, it's a very big gate. Close to the immigration authorities. It's easier for them.
Obviously, getting there is very difficult, and obviously, you need to pay the cartels, and the cartels don't let anybody get close. But if you find a way to get to Gate 36, everything will work out.
This is the coyote zone, and you could easily get killed. The immigration people chase everyone away.
Everyone.
You also need to pay them.
You have to pay a lot.
The thing about this gate is, it's always open, so anyone can go through.
Gate 36 is right there where I'm pointing. And as you can see, it really does exist here. And the huge numbers of immigrants who come here really do believe that this is a miracle gate that you can just walk right through. American authorities regularly deny all rumors about this miracle gate, but people believe anyway. Right in front of us, one of the immigrants crossed over the river and started looking for the hole in the fence. The moment he finds the hole, he probably reports the news to the others, and a couple of minutes later, the big group is following him. Do you see, right there? The immigrants pushed through the wire. And to not get hurt, they use their clothes, and as I'm speaking, they're all going right to the border. When you get to the border, American border guards show up in a pickup truck. A large group of illegal immigrants is already on American soil, so all the authorities can do is set fire to the clothes that they use to get over the barbed wire. Small fires like this can be seen all along the border. Look at that, guys. There is a woman with a small baby. Some women go to the border while they're pregnant, just so they can give birth in America, which will immediately give the child the right to American citizenship, and because of that, the parents will be allowed to stay in the country. And now pay attention to this, guys. The immigrants are all dry. They have crossed the river, but that happened a while ago. Since then, they've dried in the sun. And of course, the sun is burning bright, but luckily it's December and it's actually quite cold here. In reality, American military and border control tend to not be rough with the immigrants, and sometimes the opposite. They're bringing water over here. Watch this, guys. One of them was being searched, but he didn't have anything on him. So then they helped him with his bags. So they are being helpful, even though the immigrants are illegal. But nobody's being chased away. They're not being beaten and they're not being tortured. And it even feels like they're trying to help them out. But the thing is, according to the laws of border control, the guards can't actually let them in.
Well, what you saw, the Americans giving water, that's very odd. Because before, they didn't usually give them water. They just kept them there.
Do you think it could be because we are filming?
I don't. A little bit. I don't know. Maybe they've become a little bit more humane.
This is completely illegal, guys. You cannot do it. It is very dangerous. In reality, out of this group, which is now attempting this illegal crossing, well, you're going to see that not everybody is going to make it to the other side. But the scariest thing is that some of them really will die. That's the reality of the situation. Some people look at these immigrants and wonder where they are going and what they're looking for, but there's something that you need to understand. All these people paid a lot of money, which means they had it in the first place. They worked hard and saved it up. All of it. They just saved it all for this trip. These people are brave. They're entrepreneurial. They all went through the kind of horrible things that we would never wish on our worst enemies. The bravery of these people can only be envied. Some will say that it is stupid and desperate, and that's partly true. But no matter how desperate their situation is, no matter where they come from, for them to make this decision, knowing that the majority will die, they will literally die. These are people who have never actually done anything wrong in their lives, have never killed anybody. They're the ones who get killed. They've never hurt anybody, but they have been hurt badly. And all these people want to do is go live a normal life. They just want to live without being in danger anymore. They just want their children to have normal lives, and that's all. Normalcy. And that is all. These are people who have been let down by the countries that they came from and give themselves a chance at a normal life. They put themselves through all this danger so that these people just want a normal life for themselves, and that they come and come again and again